Long ago, in a quiet desert village surrounded by rolling dunes, there lived an old man and his three sons. Their family livelihood came from an unusual but indispensable source: 17 camels. These camels weren't just animals, they were the backbone of the family's income, rented out to travelers and traders to transport goods across the sun-scorched desert. The old man was wise, and as he grew older, he knew his time would soon come to an end. To prepare, he wrote a will to ensure his three sons had a clear understanding of how his possessions, his greatest treasure, the 17 camels, were to be divided. But when the time came for the brothers to put his instructions into action, they found themselves completely baffled. In the will, the old man had specified that his eldest son would receive half of the camels, the middle son 1/3, and the youngest son 1/9. A straightforward request in theory, but there was a major problem. 17 is not smoothly divisible by 2, 3, or 9. The brothers wrestled with the numbers. Could half of 17 camels be 8.5? Would they even consider dividing a living camel in half? That was unthinkable. Days turned into weeks, yet the puzzle remained unsolved. Frustration and arguments consumed them as they tried to honor their father's wishes. Finally, desperate for a resolution, the brothers turned to the wisest man in their village. A man trusted by all for his ability to find calm in chaos and clarity in confusion. The wise man listened patiently as the brothers explained the will and their predicament. When they finished, he smiled knowingly and said, "Bring all 17 camels to me. I believe I can help." Curious but doubtful, the brothers led their herd to the wise man. Upon seeing the camels, he nodded and then, without a word, fetched one of his own camels to add to their group. "Now there are 18 camels," he declared. The brothers exchanged unsure glances. How could adding another camel solve their problem? Turning to the eldest son, the wise man said, "Read the will aloud." The eldest son obliged, stating that half the camels were his share. "Half of 18 is 9, said the wise man, handing over 9 camels to the eldest son. To the middle son, the wise man continued, "And you shall take 1/3 of the total." 1/3 of 18 came to 6 camels. The wise man allotted these to the second son. Lastly, the youngest son read his share, 1/9 of the total camels. 1/9 of 18 is, of course, 2 camels. The wise man gave them to the youngest son. When all was done, the brothers looked at the remaining herd. To their astonishment, the total was 17 camels, exactly as before. The wise man calmly led his own camel back home. The brothers marveled at his cleverness, finally understanding how one small gesture could solve what seemed impossible. The wise man left them with poignant words. Intelligence isn't just about knowledge, it's about perspective. The biggest problems can have simple solutions if you're willing to think differently. And so the brothers carried on not only with their inheritance, but with a newfound lesson that stayed with them for the rest of their lives. Every problem truly has a solution, if only you can approach it with wisdom and creativity.